Hello everyone. Wanted to do a review on these two Seiko Presage Cocktail Time watches. I guess there's maybe a quick story behind them. I actually bought this one right here with the silver dial first a couple years ago in Miami, which was then a Seiko boutique. It's now a Grand Seiko boutique. And even then it was mostly Grand Seikos. And I went there. I was initially looking at a different version of this one that was more of the sunburst style. But I think right before I went there, I looked at the silver dial, went online, kind of fell in love with it. I went there and I looked, and they had a pretty good selection, even though it was mostly Grand Seikos. They had a nice selection of the Seiko Presages and the Prospects, and ended up getting the silver dial. And so I'll just do a quick review on that one first, and then I'll get to the one with the brown dial. So the silver dial is a Seiko Presage SSA 343 cocktail time. It's got a 4R57A movement. Haven't had that on my watch tracker app lately, but going from memory, generally ran roughly probably 8 to 10 seconds a day fast, so not too bad. And it's only I think it was around $575, $595, maybe a little over $600, but I did pay full retail for that at the time. Actually don't have it on the Seiko strap. It came on I guess a nice strap, but it was a really glossy strap, and which I guess would look good with a tuxedo maybe, but for just wearing to work and other places, I felt like it was too much, so I put on a Barton, but I kept this on here. It's the Seiko signed clasp on it, and so that's pretty nice. And what I love about this, the silver dial, of course, but although the readability, I don't know if you can tell between the hands and the dial, isn't great all the time. If you're glancing at it, you might have to glance at it a couple times. But what I love is love the power reserve feature, and I also love the calendar. Calendar isn't the most practical, it's not the easiest to see, but it's good enough. But I just love the kind of retro look and design of the calendar. It's also, I don't know if you can see, but the hands for the calendar and the second hand are both actually blue, and when the light hits that just right, it really pops. Also has a nice signed crown exhibition case back, which is really nice. Look at it right there. 5-bar water resistance. Would definitely want to go swimming with this. It's got 29 joule movement actually, which is nice. And so that's it on there, and that was roughly about 2 years ago. But I kept looking at the brown dial cocktail time, but a different version, and the one with the sunburst, I guess you call it sunburst effect on it. But then this showed up, and this is the Seiko Presage SRPD 36 limited edition. I say it that way because it's 8,000 pieces. So, and as far as I know, I can't find any story behind why it's 8,000 pieces. I guess it's kind of cool. It says limited edition on the way back, but they do throw in some extras with it, and I'll get to that in a couple minutes. But this, hopefully you can tell, but I just love the dial, and it's called a Cocktail Time, of course. It's in that family, a collection of watches, I suppose, but I actually like to call it the coffee time. That's why I got it. It reminds me of coffee. I'm like, and since it's got a gold finish, I just wasn't even sure if I'd be wearing it, if I could pull it off in public. But it goes with my clasp ring and my wedding band, so it somewhat works. But I was just, when I bought it, I was like, well, it'll be my coffee watch, and I'll occasionally wear it to work. Bought it a week or so ago, and morning, yeah, last weekend. Bought it last Saturday from Exquisite Timepieces in Naples. If anybody lives in Southwest Florida and is interested in watches, I highly recommend them. Everybody I've dealt with there has just been great. I usually deal with Nick. He's been great. Never any pressure. They don't try to sell me, you know, super expensive. There is, when I first discovered them a couple of years ago, I was a little taken aback because I was just getting into watches, and they've got some extremely high-end watches there and brands, and I wasn't familiar with all the brands then. But they also they have Seikos there, so not everything is off the charts expensive. Yeah, this Presage was $575, so not too bad. I also really like the framed date window with the black background. I just think it looks really sharp. And I put under a macro, you know, lens with the light. Looks good under that too. Sign crown, exhibition case back, 23 jewel movement, and this has got the 4R57A movement in it, automatic. Of course, it's also, you can wind it, it hacks. And this strap I do love, and it came on this strap, and it's actually really comfortable. I barely even had to break it in. And as far as what it came with, it came in this nice box. I guess it's a faux leather, I'm assuming. Open this up real quick. Let me just back a little bit so you can see it. It's nice, Seiko Presage limited edition, and an extra strap. It also has the clasp on it and everything, and surprisingly, I know a lot of people are doing quick release straps now, but Seiko, I was glad to see them doing that as well. Both these straps have quick releases on, and I tried them on both straps. This definitely gives it a different look. Kind of makes it look a little bit more casual, so that's nice. Love both the straps. Partially prefer the one I have it on, I suppose. And I suppose that's it for those two watches. Okay, thanks.